Right now, somewhere on your phone, two strangers who have never met are agreeing on a secret. Your bank and your browser are trading numbers in the open, where anyone can watch. And from those public numbers, they build a key that no eavesdropper can ever guess. That math protects every password you type and every payment you send. And here's the part nobody tells you. It was invented twice. The people who did it first were ordered to tell no one. I want to talk about the strangest tie in the history of secrets, because it carries a lesson that has nothing to do with math. Let me explain the problem first, because it is older than computers. For thousands of years, if I wanted to send you a secret message, we both needed the same key. One key locked the box, and the same key opened it. Which means, before we can even talk safely, we have to meet and share that key somehow. Armies did it with code books carried by guarded couriers. Spies did it with whispered phrases in dark rooms. But how do two people who have never met on opposite ends of a wire agree on a key while 1,000 eavesdroppers listen to every word? You cannot send the key over the wire because then the eavesdroppers have it too. That question broke cryptography for centuries. In 1976, two researchers at Stanford answered it. Whitfield Diffie and Martin Hellman, building on crucial early ideas from a student named Ralph Merkle, published a paper called New Directions in Cryptography. And the idea inside it is beautiful. Imagine a lock with two different keys. One key only locks, the other key only unlocks. I can hand out copies of the locking key to the entire world. Anyone can snap my lock shut around a message. But only I, holding the one private unlocking key, can open it. The locking half is public. The opening half stays secret. Suddenly, two strangers can talk in the open, and the listening crowd learns nothing. A year later, in 1977, three researchers at MIT turned that idea into a working machine. Ron Rivest, Adi Shamir, and Leonard Edelman built an algorithm so famous it just goes by their initials, RSA. They wrapped the public lock in a piece of math that is easy to do one way and brutally hard to reverse. Multiplying two huge prime numbers is simple. Taking the result and figuring out which primes you started with can take longer than the age of the universe. That gap, easy forward and almost impossible backward, is the wall that guards the modern internet. This is the story we love to tell. Open science, published freely, changing the world. And it is true, but it is not the whole truth. Because years later, in 1997, the British Signals Intelligence Agency, GCHQ, quietly declassified something. Their own researchers had gotten there first. A man named James Ellis had sketched the core idea around 1969. In 1973, a mathematician named Clifford Cox worked out a scheme that, by the available accounts, is essentially RSA, 4 years before RSA. And a colleague, Malcolm Williamson, found something very close to the Diffie-Hellman key exchange. By these accounts, the British were not behind, they were years ahead. The same locks, the same trick of a public half and a private half, the same hard math, all sitting inside GCHQ, while the world outside still believed the problem was impossible. So why have you heard of Rivest and not Cox? Why does the world thank Stanford and MIT and not a quiet office in Cheltenham? Here is my thesis, and it is the reason this story matters. Cox invented it, and then he was ordered to bury it. It was stamped secret and locked in a government drawer, so it changed nothing. Not one bank, not one website, not one private message was ever protected by it. The Americans invented it second, and they published it. They put it in journals, mailed it to strangers, taught it to students, and it changed everything. Being first in secret is the same as being last. An idea kept in a vault is not an achievement, it is a fossil. What turns an idea into impact is not the moment you discover it, it is the moment you share it. Openness is not a nice bonus sitting on top of good science. Openness is the thing that makes science matter at all. The British held the key years early, they just never handed out the public half, so they protected nothing. Do not make their mistake with this video. If it unlocked something for you, share the public half. Like it so the next curious person finds it, and subscribe so the next secret reaches you the moment we open it. Some things are worth keeping quiet. A good idea is never one of them.